Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be breaking down one of my favorite exercises, which is the push-up. So in today's video we're going to break down the push-ups, and here are 3 simple pieces of advice that are going to drastically improve the effectiveness of your push-ups. So let's begin. The first thing I want to say is that we need to adopt a spine-first approach. A big mistake people make is to arch their back during the movement because they don't properly activate their core and they don't squeeze their glutes, and then they end up just trying to do the movement through the arms. But this is a mistake, and we can rectify this by thinking about balancing our rib cage over our pelvis. So try to remember the relationship between your rib cage and your pelvis. When they are in a straight line, you know that you are creating enough intra-abdominal pressure, and then your spine will be in a neutral position, which is exactly where we want it, because then the exercise is going to target the correct musculature, which is our chest, our triceps and our shoulders. Second piece of advice I would give is to focus on external rotation, which I'm going to break down in the next clip. So what do I mean by generating torque or external rotation? What we really want to do with our hands is they're going to stay planted as they are, but we really want to be creating a turning motion so that our elbow pits are coming forward. So as we do the movement, our shoulder blades are going back into their socket, and then we squeeze our shoulder blades at the bottom of the movement. It's something that you can't really see much, but you can feel the difference. So we really just want to bias the fact that our shoulders are being pulled back, because this is a pushing position. So as I go into the push, I'm just biasing my shoulders to go backwards, and I'm squeezing them together, creating this torque force. So once we understand the external rotation, a spine first approach, and we're properly squeezing our shoulder blades back during the movement, and we've got the technique down, my final piece of advice is to simply slow it down, because most people, when they do push-ups, they try to do them too quickly without properly focusing on the technique. And for me, technique is always paramount, and once you focus on the technique, the exercise will become so much more effective, and it will give you the results that you want, the type of body physique you want, and the strength that you want. So slow it down, focus on the technique, forget about the numbers for a while. Make sure that you've got these pointers in place when you're doing the exercise, that you've got your rib cage balanced over your pelvis, you're squeezing your shoulder blades back at the bottom of the movement, and you're creating external rotation and stability throughout the whole movement. So to summarize, to make your push-ups much more effective, adopt a spine first approach, focus on external rotation and squeezing the shoulder blades and engaging the core properly, and finally slow it down, take your time, make sure you've got the technique down rather than focusing on the numbers. These 3 tips should drastically improve your push-ups. I highly recommend yourself to film what you're doing, and you'll get a much better picture of how you're actually performing the technique. I hope these 3 tips will help you, and I'll see you all in the next video.